Hi and welcome to another episode of Salary Watchman. Today we'll be reviewing not just one, but two watches. The first being the Omega Speedmaster Professional and the other, the Bulova Lunar Pilot. They are two very different watches, but they have served the same purpose, by which they have been to the moon, helping astronauts do very important tasks. So the Speedmaster I have today is the patch version, the 50th anniversary of the Omega Speedmaster. As you can see, there's a very beautiful 1957 emblem as well as the hippocampus on the dial. The caliber runs on a 1861 manual wind. This year they had the improved version, which is the 3861. There's either the stainless steel or the leather bracelet, on which in terms of the crystal as well, there's the Hesalite, which is the original, and the sapphire sandwich. And as for the Bulova, it is the black PVD version as opposed to the usual stainless steel one. It's really beautiful in all black. It has a very good contrast with the white markers. Its caliber is 8136, an ultra high frequency, high performance quartz at 262 kHz. Not your average quartz, done by Bulova in-house. And what does it mean by 262 kHz? It actually runs 8 times more efficient as compared to the usual quartz. Now, its price point is also very different. The Omega is on the grey market at 6,000 Singapore dollars. As for the Bulova, you can get it under $600 brand new. Its finishings for the Speedmaster, you can see that good mix of polished and satin brush finishing on the watch itself. As for the Bulova, it's a very standard kind of finishing. For the chrono sweeps, you can see it's very similar but one's a mechanical from the Omega Speedmaster. And why does a quartz look like a sweeping hand? Because of that 262 kHz high performance quartz, and that's why it's moving in a very nice sweeping motion. If you notice on the small second hand as well, for the Bulova, it actually ticks a little faster as compared to a usual quartz ticking motion on the watch. As for the illumination markers, the Speedmaster is way better than the Bulova. Both case backs of the timepieces are beautifully finished with some indication of its association with space and its experience on the moon. Some fun facts about the watches now. In 1962, NASA had to research and find out which chronograph is best suited for the moon, of which they needed something to withstand the vigors of space travel as well as being on the moon. When they actually released the requirements, Omega tried it out. In 1965, Omega passed with flying colours, which the Speedmaster was officiated as the main watch for all astronauts. In Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin brought the Omega Speedmaster to the moon. Fun fact as well, Neil Armstrong actually left his Speedmaster on the lunar module, and Buzz Aldrin insisted that he wanted to wear it. So Neil Armstrong was first person to step on the moon. Buzz Aldrin was second man, but wearing the first Omega Speedmaster on the moon. So at that day it was historical, and that's why the Speedmaster is so popular today. For the Bulova Lunar Pilot, Colonel Dave Scott of Apollo 15 in 1971 had this watch as a favour to a friend, because the friend wanted it to be tested out. It can really withstand the rigors of space travel and moon work as well, of which he was treated as his secondary watch. And funny thing is, this Omega Speedmaster's crystal, I think it was a Hesalite crystal, actually popped out of his primary watch, and he had no choice but to use the Bulova watch. And the Bulova actually brought him through his important stuff that he had to do on the moon. It accompanied him all the way back to Earth as well. It was a proof of concept and a proof of design from Bulova that this watch, the Lunar Pilot, actually worked so well. So what's my verdict on the two watches? First of all, for the Omega Speedmaster, there are two fronts, right? One, as a brand, the Omega brand has spoken to me ever since I was a young boy and a young adult growing up watching all the James Bond shows and James Bond movies. Yes, I know Rolex was his first watch, Sean Connery having his first Rolex, but then again, when new James Bonds came around, Omega started to really appeal to me. On the other hand, I was enthralled by the passions and the romance of space travel and being on the moon. So with that married together, I was very into the watch. The Speedmaster was my first adult choice of a timepiece that I really love. I saved hard for it and I managed to get it. So yes, the Speedmaster is my first choice. If you're tight on budget and if you want that same heritage, a watch that has been on the moon, been into space, the Bulova is something that I truly will recommend. And I hope you like this reviews video on both watches, being this Omega Speedmaster or the Boulevard. Do like this video and also subscribe to my channel, Salary Watchman, and I look forward to more videos in the future. Thank you and see ya.